Hello everybody, my name is Tobin and we're back with Tower Fortress. The seventh, seventh, I believe this is the seventh anyway. Alright, let's see, what are we going to play with today? Oh, this sounds fun. Shiny. Let's try this one out. It doesn't have any gameplay benefits, but it's shiny. So that means it's everybody's most coveted skin ever. Single shot chests, huh? I wonder if it also improves the drop rate of health packs, because I've certainly got quite a bit right off the bat. Oh, that's gone forever. That one's not. So, you may be thinking, Toby, where have you been? Or you may have been thinking, I don't really care where you've been because I don't know you exist yet. But, in either case, I've been busy working on my desk. My new desk. I have a desk from my grandmother, and it is very tiny. It has drawers on both sides, and it has like a 20-inch little opening to put your feet in when you're sitting next to it. So I have to sit kind of cockeyed while I'm working on it, and it's just a one-way desk, so it's very small, and it worked well when I was in school, in homeschool. But now that I am an adult, it does not fit me very well. So, one of my best friends decided he was going to build a desk, and I thought, hey, that's actually a really good idea. Because I had been looking for a desk for quite some time now, and couldn't find anything that I really liked, because I wanted a nice L shape so I could have a project going on one side and have another project going on the other side, and have enough space for a laptop and a darn, nearly got a double kill there. Laptop and a monitor for my computer, because I realized a lot of my games are better if you sit close by, and right now I have my computer hooked up to the TV, so it's kind of hard to play some games. But you can check out, I posted a picture of the desk on Instagram account, which, speaking of which, I probably should, I noticed the other day that I could safely stand on spikes now. I forgot. Here I'm trying to get out of the way of spikes, and I can stand on them now. What was I saying about the desk? I'm hoping that it improves my, on the Instagram, I noticed that the text is a little cockeyed on the letterhead of the YouTube page, so I need to go into the little Procreate app and fix that at some point, because maybe I know not a lot of people I know use Instagram anymore, but I kind of wanted to have that in place just in case other people had Instagram accounts that they wanted to view my stuff on. And it's a little Ooh, no, let me shoot the chest. Darn. Huh. Well, the shiny suit is apparently paying off, because I made it to the this one. I always go for the extra spin damage. But other than the desk, I have been working on. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last one, but I have been working on new character sheet for my RPG group. We use Edge of the Empire, or the Fantasy Flight Games narrative dice system, which I do so love. They just released actually a new book called Genesis, which uses the narrative dice system instead of just it being about Star Wars, which with their Edge of the Empire line, it actually is a system neutral. So you can use it for sci-fi, or you can use it for you could use it for fantasy. I don't usually play fantasy stuff, but you can you got that, and you also got a like this one. You also got the what was it? Oh, steampunk. They have a whole bunch of genres in it. I have actually a couple of shorts, short campaigns that I want to play with my friends eventually. But until then, I am just reading up on that kind of stuff. Bang, bang, darn, bang, bang. I'm losing it. I'm gaining it back. Man, shiny suit is really working for me. Didn't expect it from. Maybe there is something to the thing where people play better with. I thought I read somewhere that people play better with stuff, even though it doesn't have like it's only cosmetic, but they play better because they just they feel like it's better. Oh, how am I living? Oh, no, I'm dead. Just as I say, how am I living, I die. Well, that's too bad. But yeah, I've been working on a new let's see, what should we? Hard boots. Let's start with the hard boots. Ignore all spikes whatsoever, except for those stinking buzzsaws, which I hate. I have been working on. What is hard boots right now? I have been working on a new thing for a character sheet, which incorporates the Fantasy Flight made 3 lines of the Star Wars books. One for like the scum and villainy group of like smugglers and bounty hunters, that kind of stuff. Another one for all of the rebellion stuff that you could ever want, and you could reskin that stuff for. Whoops! You can reskin that stuff for. All right, this stupid fox will kill me. You can reskin that stuff for Empire play, which is pretty neat. Oh, I love this stuff. And then finally, they released one for Force users. Jedi, Sith. This is actually a step above the older Star Wars system, where if you got too many dark side points, your character effectively died. You couldn't play them anymore, but they became GM controlled, which is just astounding to me, because they didn't want you to play as they didn't want you to play as a Sith, which is the dumbest thing. So in this one, you can actually even start out as a Sith. If you really love that dark side, you want to get the cool cybernetics and all that, red lightsaber, you can just start off as a Sith. But yeah, it's infinitely better. And so since both of those lines, they have so many supplement books for the different things, of which I have many. They have nearly finished. They've nearly finished off the whole line of that. So people were thinking, where are they going to go next? Well, the narrative dice system was proprietary, except for the symbols on the dice. But they changed the symbols on the dice, and they made a gender neutral, a neutral system where you can just skin it to any type of whoops. You can just skin it to any type of genre you want. And the narrative dice system is amazing. I've tried D20 systems. I've heard people play with many other systems. I've tried Fate and all that kind of stuff. And the narrative dice system is just so nice. It's just so nice. The one downside is ship-to-ship combat is not the most intuitive, but there are plenty of homebrews that you can look up to make it a little better. But we're back on the spider boss. Get flamed. Oh, come on. Oh, and I died. Oh, crud. You know what? We have the one continue of the day. Let's try continuing today. At least I think that's a one a day kind of deal. I hope it wasn't a one and done. That wouldn't be nice. All right, let's see what we can get in here. Let's get the higher jump boots. Those are always nice. Oh. So, on a different note, I know that a lot of people, have words that they really don't like. I'm not sure what the type of I'm not sure what the type of what it's called. I know some people hate the word moist or some other words like that, and I never really got that. I've never really had a word that's made me hurt my ears or made me angry until I realized a word that made me angry that I actually used quite a bit, or people use quite a bit anyway. It's potential. Whoops. Here I am getting all philosophical, and it's I'm trying to concentrate on playing the game too. Not the greatest combo, but I was looking up words on the dictionary, like you do, and I just came across the word potential, which I never really thought about what it meant. And it's the existing possibility of something existing, or it's expected to come. It's expected, but it's not a sure thing to come. Whoops, and I'm dead. So, I guess that ends my. Oh, actually, I could just keep playing infinitely. Actually, and I could just keep talking about nonsense that nobody else really cares about. But what I was talking about. Whoops, I'm gonna die again before I get to say what I was gonna say. Was that I hate that word because everybody has potential. Everybody has potential. You can go to a concert for somebody and say, "Oh, that guy's got a potential to be an amazing pianist or violinist." Oh, and I'm dead again. Well, I'm gonna continue spending gems because this conversation is important to me. But didn't know they all exploded. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it made me think that everybody has potential. What you want to be is kinetic. And I know that's kind of like kinetic energy and potential energy. Everybody has potential energy. Everybody has energy stored to do things. And I want to be the type of person that... I hate the ghost guy. I want to be the type of person that uses that stored energy. Will you stop with all your three kind of things? I know this is probably where a podcast where I can actually talk and not have to concentrate on playing the game too would come in handy. But kinetic is the use of that. Potential energy. It's the use. So I don't want to have potential. I want to be. I already have. Everybody already has potential, and it doesn't matter. I'm not going to spend many more, but it doesn't matter what potential. Everybody has potential. Everybody could write a book. Everybody could learn to draw good. Everybody can do that. But you want to be able to use that potential. You want to be kinetic. And I know this is not the best forum for my musings, but it just made me think that I really don't like the word potential. I also learned that melancholy is what I am, and it actually was thought to be Old English humor, which is an interesting study of what humors were, and I'm surprised that New Age health people haven't picked up on that again. I really hope it never comes back. But enough spouting off nonsense. You guys have listened to me ramble on long enough. I've spent lots of gems to just get that out there. So, I hope I haven't scared you off of this. If you liked this, there's more where that came from. Got probably 34 videos up at this one. And still only 8 viewers, but here's hoping that I find my audience eventually. But if you liked, why not subscribe and tell somebody if you think they'll like it too. And until next time, I've been Tobin, and I hope you have a nice rest of the day.